Okay, that should be good. Yep. So, that is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. Here's the thing here. Wait, what happened to my YouTube stream? YouTube is always so slow to show me the preview. It's so weird. Anyway, the Patriots win 25-19 in a game that really shouldn't have been 25-19. It's 25-19 because the officials are incapable of officiating a game.
Yeah, that's why do you have your headset still on?
I don't know. I forgot to take it off. I listened to the mic.
That is by far one of the worst officiated games I remember in the modern era.
That really bad.
Of games I've watched.
They called offensive PI on Diggs for a regular football play. Just resting your hand on somebody. And by the way, OPI is never called when it's not part of the play. Ever. If it's not being thrown to that guy or thrown to the guy who's part of a pick or who's the beneficiary of a pick, it is not called.
Yeah, that
ever
was just ridiculous.
It is completely ridiculous. I have no idea what the hell the officials were doing there. It robbed Douglas of a 100-yard game, robbed Maye of a 300-yard game. By the way, Maye was basically flawless. The second half, the offense looks like bad statistically. It is not. It was all officiating.
Yeah.
They, what was that other horrendous call in the second half that stopped? There was the sequence where they converted the 3rd and long like 3 times.
Yeah.
And they kept calling a penalty. They called offensive PI on Diggs again, who didn't push off. He just did what every receiver does, where they extend an arm to do this, to create separation. But he didn't actually push. That's never called.
No.
And it was a fantastic play, a 53-yard play. They just wiped it away.
Yeah, that officiating crew needs to be blasted into the sun. That was
and then Maye hit Hollins perfectly in the hands, and it's dropped because of DPI they don't call.
Right.
And the DPI was way more egregious than what Diggs did.
Yeah. The game should have been 31-32 to 19.
I mean, they knew they screwed up on the first OPI call because they instantly gave a DPI call that was not DPI against Williams, which is good.
Right.
It's a makeup call, but like, how could you be that bad officiating?
Right.
I mean, they missed the fumble. They missed that Boutte was tackled in bounds in the last play. We had to challenge that to win the game.
Yeah, that was a nightmare of officiating. Really bad.
They missed the 2-point conversion.
That game and those officials, that makes the N'Keal Harry in bounds but not in bounds.
Because at least that's one call.
Right.
Like sometimes that's going to happen where you get one really bad call. This was constant.
The whole game. The whole game. I have never seen a
huge calls that
bad.
Basically are the only reason the Saints had any hope in this game is because of the officiating,
and they didn't capitalize.
And the Saints, otherwise the Saints, I think they get blown out in this game.
Yeah.
I mean Drake Maye had just a ridiculous game. He was 18-26, 261, 10-yard average. With no help from the run game, by the way. The run game is actually a net negative at this point. I don't know what they're going to do.
Really bad.
I'm at the point where maybe you should try to trade for Alvin Kamara or something. I know the Saints said they're not moving him, but the Saints have wrestled very bad.
They're 1-5 now.
But I mean, you might want to call Baltimore. Baltimore sucks. See if they'll give up Derrick Henry for something, because this run game is awful.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, the game is entirely on Drake Maye, and what he gave you with no run game.
Right.
Was 18-26, 261, minus 130 yards on penalties 113 yards on penalties, by the way.
Right.
So really had 330 yards.
Yep, right.
3 touchdowns, no picks.
Should have been 4 touchdowns.
Not even a turnover worthy play. Took only 1 sack, and it was a good sack to take, by the way. And then a 140.1 rating.
So can we put him in the MVP conversation or no?
Why he's not, I don't know. Like, it is completely absurd at this point that Drake Maye is not in the MVP conversation. If he is not in the MVP conversation after this week, then I don't know what the hell. Then it's just a name thing. That's what it is.
Right.
Because he is one of the best quarterbacks in football right now.
And there's no denying
There's
it.
no denying. Like, he hasn't played a bad game all year. His worst game was the Raiders game, which still wasn't a bad game. It was just okay.
Right.
And ever since then, he's been the best quarterback in football. And he's been better than Patrick Mahomes by a lot. He's been just as good as Josh Allen has been.
Right.
He's been better than Lamar Jackson significantly.
Who didn't play because he was injured.
Obviously, he's injured, but I mean, he's been better than Caleb Williams, better than Jaden Daniels.
He's playing on par with Herbert, who's having a great season.
He's playing. I mean, the only quarterback that is maybe playing better right now than Drake Maye is Baker Mayfield. Maybe. That is that is the level of play that Drake Maye is giving the team at this point. And yet I still see ridiculous things like, oh, Mahomes has like number 2 odds in MVP. How? Their team isn't very good right now.
We have a better record than the Chiefs.
We're 4-2. The Chiefs might be 2-4 after tonight.
Right. Yeah, they play the Lions, right?
It's like the MVP is not supposed to be just here's the big names that have a chance. No, Drake Maye should be in that conversation.
He should get, he should be.
He is, what he's doing in his second year is unheard of.
Right.
He's blowing second year Mahomes out of the water. Like, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, he's it's just ridiculous.
I mean, Josh Allen's not good in his second year for most of it, but Patrick Mahomes was. Patrick Mahomes had this insanely good second year, and Drake Maye is blowing it out of the water.
Right. He's just insane.
With no run game.
He's just an insane player.
Kayshon Boutte was excellent in this game. They did target the middle of the field a lot, which I thought they would. What were you saying? I
was going to say that Boutte had that one ridiculous touchdown catch at the beginning of the game.
He had 2 touchdowns. He had the one where he caught it. It was a perfect right shoulder, throw. I think it was on it. Might have been on his. It was the shoulder opposite the corner. Yeah, it was the right shoulder. And just perfect placement, perfect, awesome catch. And then the other one was just
he mossed the guy.
Yeah, the first one was the moss one. The second one was he split the defenders for the touchdown.
Right.
And then they went for 2 and got it, and inexplicably they ruled him. It was after an encroachment.
I know.
So they're sneaking it like it's basically a guaranteed 2-point conversion. His entire torso is over the line, and they ruled him short. Like, what the hell?
Should have had 2 Oh, he did have 2 touchdowns. He should have had a 100-yard game.
Yeah, but I mean, luckily they overturned it on replay. But like,
my God,
how could you miss that?
Yeah, that officiating crew is by far the worst. It reminds me of when the replacement refs had that one year.
They were bad.
Yeah, that was.
Anyway, the Saints couldn't run the ball at all. So this run D is legit because Kamara and Miller are good running backs.
They held them to less than 100 rushing yards.
Yes,
it looks like.
I mean, really, like Drake.
Actually, we have identical yards. Check that out.
Yes, we did not run the ball well either. And by the way, unfortunately, the leading rusher was Drake Maye. That is not good. Please do not. We've got to figure out a way. Jennings didn't even get a carry in this game, which is just shocking to me.
Yeah.
But I really am considering that they think that I really am thinking they need to make a trade of running back because this is just ridiculous.
Either running back or defense or pass rush. Yeah.
Pass rusher. I didn't see anybody get hurt out there. Landry looked like he got scrunched up on his leg, but he was fine. Everybody freaked out over it. I thought it was just a leg roll up.
Yeah.
It didn't look that bad to me, but I guess everybody said it looked really bad, but he was right back in. So
right.
Marcus Jones got the wind knocked out of him once. Oh, he was right back in. He had a monster game. Defensively, Christian Ellis had, I think, the best game of his season.
Right.
Caused a key fumble that was big. Spencer Rattler actually had a good game statistically, but they did a good job in the second half against him. He was moving the ball really well in the first half, but they made some adjustments.
Yep.
Somebody got a key sack in the game. We got a couple of sacks. I think Harold Landry got a sack at the end of the first half, and I figured he got the second thing. Oh, Marcus Jones, right?
Yep.
On a CB blitz, a really, really well timed one. I thought McDaniels kind of called mostly a good game, except for 2 drives where he just really baffled me. Like, we ran on 3rd and 7, and then we had the bad snap, and then he had the just running into a wall a couple of times on 1st and 2nd down. Just, what are you doing? But Maye basically bails him out every time. I mean, it's crazy. There were so many 3rd and longs that Maye just made look easy.
Yeah.
I mean, just ridiculous. I mean,
just ridiculous plays. He's just playing. He's elevating this team.
Yeah,
It's just ridiculous.
He's a top 5 quarterback, maybe top 3 at this point, top 2. I mean, who is better than him right now?
By the way, they are 3-0 on the road. When was the last time that happened?
I know they are, and they basically had to play a complete stinker to lose at home.
Right.
So I mean, they got Tennessee next week. Vrabel's revenge game. They're not losing to Tennessee. I would be shocked, basically.
Yeah, Tennessee is really bad.
Because Mike Vrabel's going to want to basically break their damn neck for firing him. He's a good freaking coach.
Yeah, I would too.
So he's going to, and the players like him, so they're going to play their ass off to just embarrass Tennessee, I would imagine.
And then they play the Browns, who are inept.
Yeah, they've been improving, but they're not great. And then they play the Falcons, who are okay, but you should be able to beat them. I mean, you're at home, so I mean, really, it's looking like we should be like 8-2 going into the 7-2.
7-2 going into the Bucs game.
Going into the Bucs game, but don't want to get ahead here. We want to make sure that they want to take these games seriously. They did. They take this game seriously. They didn't come out with low energy. They were. I mean, the offense was good from the get-go. Defense needed to make some adjustments, but they were good overall. Best game of the season for Boutte and Douglas. Like, just guy's great against man coverage. I mean,
yeah.
I thought Mac Hollins had a couple of key catches. Stephon Diggs didn't do much, but had a couple of real key catches. Hunter Henry with a couple of key catches.
I think Gonzalez was pretty good too.
There was that nifty toss to Henderson. He needs to be more aware of the field. There was a play where he should have turned around. He's blocking air, and Maye's running for his life, and just turn around, and you're going to get a check down, and you're going to have a one-on-one, and maybe you win that one-on-one, and you get a first down, but just no situational awareness.
Yeah,
I've been pretty disappointed in Henderson. Williams again is open.
Why is Bradbury credited with a fumble?
Because he fumbled a bad snap.
Oh, that's what they consider that a fumble
on the center. Yeah, if it's a bad snap.
I didn't know how they marked
they gave it to Bradbury. I mean, it shouldn't be on. Well, I guess Maye technically did fumble in this game, but like briefly, and he fumbled it into himself. That was on the sneak, I think, but he held on to it.
Yep.
He got it right back. Robert Spillane, another good game, 12 tackles. Gonzalez was good, of course. Davis, a couple of penalties again, but was okay. Talonga was a monster in the run game. Barmore was a monster again. Williams was great. Farmer was great. I just think they're like a defensive end away from just having a monster defense.
Yeah.
You can get, Hendrickson from
the Bengals.
Man. You could turn this into a monster team. You could.
I think they could get away with things on offense. They just need to figure out the run game.
Yeah, I mean,
because Diggs and Boutte are playing out of their brains this season.
And now Douglas finally came alive.
Yeah, I think they just need a couple chess pieces, and this team is solid.
Yeah,
which is wild to be saying after the boneheaded past.
Really good team.
It's just crazy to say it after the last couple years of suffering.
Well, they turned over 40% of the roster.
I know.
So I mean, that's how bad the roster was.
Yeah,
it was a terrible roster.
The other thing that now I've started to see people saying online is that Duggar and Keon White could be trade candidates. Yeah.
Keon White sucks.
Yeah, he should be traded.
He blows. Like, he's terrible. He has one pass rush move, and that's all he can do. He's awful. And Duggar, I don't know. He just lost a step or something because he looks terrible out there.
Yeah, so
got to get Jalen Hawkins back, man.
Both those guys they could definitely use for trade capital if they need to.
Had probably the best game of his season though.
Yeah.
So he was good back there, which is good because you needed him to be good. Made a couple of key plays in this game. So yeah, I mean, we win 25-19 in a game. Basically, Drake Maye wins for you again.
Again.
Really should have been scored in the 30s. So the only reason it's not in the 30s is because of the officiating. I mean, I just can't believe they made Drake have to convert that same 3rd and long like 3 times, which he did successfully each time, and then they refused. They called ridiculous offensive penalties. I mean, they called, what was it? It was an illegal formation when the 2 players are in motion. There wasn't 2 players in motion. Stevenson sat just standing next to Maye. Then the 53-yard pass deep down the field to Stephon Diggs. Oh no, OPI because he lightly extended his arm and didn't even push off. Never seen that called in my life.
No.
I mean, just insane. And then he hits Hollins perfectly in the hands. And Hollins drops it because his arm gets grabbed.
Yeah, and then they don't call it. It's just
and they don't call it.
That crew just needs to be.
They need to never officiate again.
Yeah,
it's awful,
bad, just bad.
But whatever, we still won. They dominated the game, so that's good. They look legit. They look like a legit team. So
they do now.
So it's not a fluke that they beat Buffalo. They are in Buffalo's league. Is what it looks like. So
I think so.
Of course, I'm still worried about the depth. But as long as we stay relatively healthy, should be okay. But knock on wood, I guess, because we need good injury luck.
Yeah.
Because we need another good draft of depth play pieces.
Yeah.
But yeah, should be good. Should definitely feels like a playoff team. Feels like a potential division winner. So
it's possible.
All right. I guess we'll leave it here. Yes, Ryzen
and Liz.
Thanks for hanging out. And we'll be back for the preview for the Titans game. It's at Tennessee.
Another road game.
I would assume they're going to win Tennessee. The nice thing is Tennessee already got their one win, so that is the worrisome thing. I keep hoping the Jets will just pick up a win before we have to play them.
Nope.
Because teams that are winless tend to play harder.
Nope.
But no,
not yet.
I mean, they suck so much.
They really, really screwed the pooch today against the Broncos.
Yeah, they suck.
Over in London or wherever they played.
Safety.
Yeah.
They suck. But whatever. We're good. So that's all that matters. Take care.